Flanders' shirt got damp and the outline of his muscles showed through. Marge caught herself staring. Her heart skipped. They nearly leaned in for a kiss when the oven timer rang, snapping her out of it. With an awkward laugh to cover her feelings, Marge brought out whipped cream and strawberries. She and Flanders fed each other, one bite at a time.
Man, you got whipped cream in your mustache. You're a perfectly trimmed mustache.
But then she caught the reflection in his glasses, a wedding photo. Reality hit her, and she gently pulled away, refusing to go any further. Meanwhile, Homer was on a work trip with Carl. He juggled work duties while awkwardly helping Carl ask out a girl. Later, standing alone in the rain, Homer realized how much he missed Marge. On the walk back to the hotel, every shadow, every passing face seemed to remind him of her. Finally, he threw away his phone, boarded the next ride home, and rushed back to Springfield. But when he reached the house, there was Marge on the porch, standing with Flanders.
My wife and my worst friend. Could it be?
For a split second, anger boiled inside him. But then Homer breathed, softened, and walked forward. Marge instantly threw her arms around his neck. Right now, Homer only wanted one thing, to play silly games with Marge like they used to. In the corner, Santa's little helper wagged his tail, leading his little doggy girlfriend into their shared kennel, mirroring the humans. Homer and Marge are walking down the street when Bart suddenly disappears, reappearing sucking on a mannequin's chest. Startled, Homer rushes over, pulls him away, and wipes his saliva.
You have a great day, man.
Bart keeps crawling on them until Homer accidentally kisses his butt. Just then, Flanders arrives and offers to help them watch Bart. Homer hands him over to Bart, but Bart immediately starts calling out for Flanders.
Daddy!
He's not your daddy.
Nice daddy! Mustache daddy! Good daddy, no yell!
Homer and Marge continue to celebrate their first wedding anniversary. They ride through a tunnel on a train, and Homer vows he'll always celebrate anniversaries like this for Marge. But now, years later, he admits that every anniversary since that first one has been disappointing. Meanwhile, Lisa is haunted by the fact that she was named after that train. Determined to recreate the magic, Homer plans to surprise Marge with another train ride. But the train is about to be dismantled. Homer persuaded the workers to give it to him, and then hauled it to Moe's Tavern for repair.
But first, start your power tools.
On their anniversary, the children treated themselves as presents. While moving, Homer sprained his back and sent Marge to Apothecary Town to get some medicine. Marge stormed off in anger. As soon as Marge left, Homer called his friends, who had been hiding nearby, and together they laid train tracks across the yard. After dark, Marge returned home and, as she got off the train, heard the train whistle and saw a bright light streak across the night sky.
Happy anniversary!
Oh my god, our train!
It turned out Homer had always remembered their anniversary. Homer was on his way to work with his co-workers when they noticed the warehouse door had been left open. Carl immediately suggested closing it, but Homer pressed his head against the door and convinced everyone to sneak inside and grab whatever they wanted. Homer loaded up his car with all sorts of stuff until he spotted Mr. Burns. In
Mr. Burns, save me, panic!
a panic, Homer sped off, causing a massive pileup behind him. Because of the chaos, Burns called a meeting to scold everyone for stealing. But somehow Homer got painted as the only one who didn't steal, which infuriated all his co-workers. Even when Bart took him fishing, Homer's co-workers were blasting him in the group chat, but Homer didn't care. The next morning, Homer woke up to discover he had wet the bed. Embarrassed, he carried the sheets to Marge.
Why? Are you going to do the laundry?
When it happened again, he bought a special gadget to stop it, but that night the device went off, and the kids learned the truth. Homer was a bedwetter. With no way to hide it, he admitted everything. While out for a walk, Marge ran into a scientist who claimed he could cure Homer's problem. The scientist took everyone into Homer's dreams to find the root cause. Inside, they discovered the issue was tied to his marriage. At one point, they fell off a cliff, and the scientist warned them that dying in a dream meant dying in real life. They kept leaping from one dream to another, until they reached the deepest level of Homer's subconscious. There, they realized his mother had always been living in his mind, and his bedwetting stemmed from falling into the water as a child during a boating accident. Once they uncovered the truth, the dream began collapsing. They escaped just in time. This time Homer woke up without wetting the bed.